Primetime. We have two massive matchups tonight, both of which are 8-woman battle royales to decide the two combatants vying for the #1 contendership in the women's division. But other than that, a stacked card filled to the brim with former champs and just absolute banger matches. So let's get into our first. Well, things appear to be heating up in the women's division as our first battle royale to decide the #1 contender kicks off tonight's show.
The following contest is an 8-woman battle royal. Making her way to the ring, representing Damage Control from Tokyo, Japan, Io Sky.
The genius of the sky, our first combatant in this matchup of these 8 women, top tier stars, future talent, all vying for Fallon Henley's undisputed Women's World Championship. Some of these women in this match have not received a title shot before here in IPW. Others have, and realistically speaking, lost to the champ. But they are scrapping, clawing to get back in the hunt. And well, this is certainly an interesting combatant to come into the ring. Simply flawless is Michelle McCool.
From Palatka, Florida, Michelle McCool.
Coming out to the ring here tonight is certainly a surprise. It's always great to see a legend competing in IPW. Well, this almost Hall of Famer is entering tonight's Battle Royale, looking to go out as a legend with the Undisputed Championship. Going into the Hall of Fame and being a champion. What a amazing combination that could be. Well, this is certainly some music we know. But who of Fatal Influence is it?
From New York, Jack Man Nemeth.
This is a surprise to see Jasmine Nix out here tonight, competing in this Battle Royale. Obviously, her stablemate is champion, so competing in this one certainly is an interesting setup here. Could she have been asked or forced to compete in this match against her will? Obviously, IPW management choosing combatants in this one, but it's hard to deny Nix has had a very solid record in singles action. So being tossed a bone and competing in this Battle Royale, don't forget, I should say this now, winner of this Battle Royale faces the winner of the main event's Battle Royale on Breakdown.
And representing the Judgment Day from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan, our next combatant out to the ring. A very potent wrestler in a battle royale where the ropes are your enemy. Any form of matchup, they are Liv's friend. The Oblivion setup delivered from them. And in a battle royal situation, potentially she could utilize them to pick up a win. Our next combatant Simply impressive. It's Indy Hartwell, former NXT champion, gets the shot here tonight. The New Zealander ready for action. She might actually be Australian. I don't remember.
From Melbourne, Australia.
Whoopsies! Regardless of the fact, she's getting a shot tonight. A rising star. IPW management want to give her the shot, want to make sure every woman gets a chance to face Henley or come close to it. Indy has her shot tonight, and with a very stacked field of combatants, certainly she's the underdog of the field. And that field is ramping up even more as the man enters the match.
And from Dublin, Ireland, the man,
Becky Lynch has faced Fallon Henley before in a losing effort. The last kicker tonight. She's looking to maybe potentially get some revenge against the champ at Crush, Crush, Crush. Only time will tell, as she has to get through 7 other women in order for that shot to happen. But tonight, this is a difficult situation for anyone to be in. I think right now, Becky is gonna be certainly an underdog with the likes of Liv Morgan, Michelle McCool, and this woman, Jade Cargill. Everyone is relatively even in this match. And I cannot wait to see the end result as the Storm arrives in the IPW arena.
and from Orlando, Florida, Jade Cargill.
Jade, powerhouse, one of the strongest women in this match. Dominant in tag team action, beating JC Jane, friend of Jasmine Nick's stablemate, some may say, as well as Gigi Dolan, alongside her partner Bianca Belair. Jade getting a shot in singles action now, looking to compete on the highest level. But to get to the highest level, you have to go through top talent, as we keep mentioning here. To be the best, you gotta beat the best. And well, a stacked field like this certainly makes it hard, as Michael Cole not even sitting in his seat. He's so excited for this one, as am I, as our 8th combatant makes her way to the ring. Let's
Representing the Pure Fusion Collective from Las Vegas, Nevada, Zoe Stark.
why not get some pure fusion in this matchup? Zoe Starks, never really given an opportunity to shine, so why not now? IPW management allowing her an opportunity to go for the top title. Battle lines are drawn for this matchup, And we are underway almost immediately. Zoe Stark targeting Jade Cargill. Indy and Io. Liv and Michelle. Becky was going after Jasmine Nix, but now turns her attention to Jade Cargill. Backstabber there from Jasmine Nix to Zoe Starks. Elimination attempt happening here as Liv trying to get rid of Michelle McCool. But there's a lot of similarities between a lot of these women. You have to feel, as well as the dream matches here in singles matches overall, Michelle McCool versus any of these women would just be a dream state. Liv Morgan, almost in trouble there, thrown over the top rope. Certainly the most action has been in this Liv Morgan and Michelle McCool matchup that we've been seeing. As Becky Lynch now getting involved. Nice around the world there by Morgan to connect onto Indy Hartwell. And we need to take stock of what's going on, realistically speaking, as Jade lands a nice powerbomb there. Io with a German. Liv put herself in danger there by going top rope. But she's in danger now. Manages to come back into the ring. McCool was leaning against the ropes, could have been eliminated. Becky in danger. Indy's gone. First elimination. Zoe Stark secures that. And the underdog, Indy Hartwell, not going to get a title shot. Zoe Stark, though, sets herself in good favor, eliminating one woman. Nice swinging neck breaker. Morgan powers up Io there. Jasmine Nix is gone. Fatal Influence no longer in a fatal position. Io, what is she setting up for here? Has Liv Morgan perched up? Spanish Fly maybe. Comes crashing down on top of Becky and Zoe. Does not let that affect them. Belly to belly suplex from McCool. Someone's been busted open in this match. I've got a feeling it's Cargill who's setting Becky up. Just a massive powerbomb there. Becky very much in danger as Morgan trying to eliminate Io Sky there. Jade hanging on, skins the cat. Gets back in the ring. Only elimination so far in this Battle Royale are Indy Hartwell. And now Zoe Stark is out of this one. We also did see an early elimination for Jasmine Nix, as well as Io reverses potentially out of the Faith Breaker there. Straight jacket neck breaker there by Liv Morgan. Connecting. But now in danger from Becky, who's trying to eliminate her. Io skins the cat. Staying alive. The title shot is a big one. As McCool so nearly speared off the apron. Jade and McCool, two very strong women in their own right. Ripcord knee from Io. Jade trapped in the corner. Morgan almost eliminated. Backbreaker delivered by McCool to Io, who rolls to the apron. Safest place to be, under the ropes. Actually, to be fair, the safest place to be is on the floor without going over the top rope, let's be honest. As it stands, we have 5 women in this match. Jade, Liv, Michelle, Io, and Becky. And we may be down to 4 as a Faith Breaker gonna connect, planting Io. The carcass of the current WWE Women's World Champion strewn in the middle of that ring, now hanging by the apron as Becky, setting Jade up, gets caught by McCool, who was waiting, watching on. Becky tries to eliminate McCool but cannot do so, as Jade now potentially going to be eliminated by Io, perching her up top on the top turnbuckle. Liv landing that gruesome maneuver there. So pretty, so effective. And Io, on the other side of things, could be eliminated. Punch connect. She's on the verge of being pushed out of this match by Jade Cargill. Punch connects and she's gone.
Io Sky has been eliminated.
The final 4 in this Battle Royale. And the only current champion in WWE is gone. Actually, that's a lie. Morgan's WWE Tag Team Champ. Whoopsies! Anyway, Becky's getting jaded. The emerald color, the jade in the eyes of Becky as she is eliminated from this matchup. Liv Morgan hanging on, pounced from Jade to McCool. That was so pretty, so effective. Pump kick, gonna miss. And Cargill, now gonna be punished potentially. Hangs on to the bottom rope. Morgan pushing with all her might, trying to eliminate Cargill. But Cargill fighting back, staying alive in this match. The final 3 is a big boot. Busts open Liv Morgan there from Michelle McCool. Irish whip reversed. McCool could have been eliminated as an Oblivion connects to Cargill. Morgan firing on all cylinders. We're guaranteed at this stage big time main event for Breakdown. Faith Breaker connecting from McCool. But she's prime target for Cargill, who's back to her feet, but she's going after the finished off Morgan, and she's eliminated. The final 2 in this Battle Royale, Michelle McCool, Jade Cargill. McCool heading up top. Puts herself in danger, but connecting with the crossbody. Nip up from Cargill. Fire's carry gets reversed out of. Either woman wants to give the edge to the other, but McCool has Jade in her sight. Has her in a dangerous position. Throws her over the top rope, trying to push her out. The foot, a vicious weapon, but not strong enough to eliminate Jade Cargill. Jade now unloading onto McCool. Big time release German suplex. And now McCool in danger. Jade Irish whip, tossing McCool over top rope. The pump kick. Deadly and eliminated. Take a look at some of the highlights from this match. Nice drop kick there from Morgan. Indy, the first eliminated from this matchup. Swiftly followed by Jasmine Nix. Big time Spanish fly from Io Sky. And that's followed up with the elimination of Zoe Starks. Faith breaker to Io. And overall, this matchup, this Final Four certainly was powerful. As Becky's days were numbered there after that maneuver. Liv got busted open, but in the end, a pump kick. Similar fate.
Here is your winner, Jade Cargill.
For Michelle McCool, as Jade Cargill wins our opening Battle Royale and will face the winner of our main event on Breakdown. Let's move over to our second bout of the evening. Well, this has certainly been one of the mainstay stories of Primetime. Javon Evans making his way to the ring for tag team action tonight. We've seen in recent weeks Trick Williams pushing him, trying to maybe mentor Javon.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from Greensboro, North Carolina, weighing in at 170 pounds, Javon Evans.
But tonight, these two get to compete in tag team action against two people they're very familiar with. Both of them have faced off against their opponents tonight in Sean Spears and Bron Breakker, and both picked up big time victories. But it's time to whoop that Trick. Yeah, that's right. That's Trick. Trick Williams brings a party atmosphere on his entrance, but let's be honest, the party atmosphere ends when he's in that ring. And he's bringing a similar sort of energy as Javon. Tonight, that may be enough to pick up a big time victory. But the people that stand in front of Javon and Trick aren't the easiest of pushovers. Bron Breakker, Sean Spears, very dominant duo, both former champions in their own right. Bron Breakker, current Intercontinental Champion, I should also point out. As we welcome them into the arena, Sean Spears out first for his team. Honestly, one of the coolest entrances still in the game. As the chairman makes his statement known, he's looking for revenge tonight.
From Niagara Falls, Canada, weighing in at 223 pounds, Sean Spears.
Having lost to Javon Evans almost 2 weeks ago now, Spears, with revenge set in his mind, and a powerful ally, very much could be a big victory for the chairman. We're ready to go almost for this, our second match of the evening. Sorry, third match of the evening. Forgot about the Final Testament match. But something I have not forgotten.
From Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Braun Breaker.
Is how much of a brick shithouse Braun Breaker is. This badass dog. Looking meaner than evil. I'm literally just reading his tights here. But Braun Breaker, powerful, fast, and realistically speaking, one of the biggest TikTok social media guys there are for pop-off moments. We've already seen our new replay system taking effect. Will he provide another highlight reel moment for us tonight? Only moments away from the beginning of this matchup. Certainly an interesting field of combatants. Certainly an interesting set of people who could be potentially vying for Jacob Fatu's television championship. Away we go with this matchup. Springboard maneuver there from Javon in the early goings. Goes to ropes, and again, high risk, high reward type maneuvers coming out from Javon. Fell short with the second one, and now getting clobbering blows from Spears and Braun Breaker. And this is the thing about this Braun Breaker and Shawn Spears team. They aren't afraid to fight dirty. Aren't afraid at all to just punish you and get away with a lot of cheap maneuvers. Spears now caught on the outside. Javon may have been thinking of throwing Spears into the LED apron, but already in the early goings we are seeing some actual tandem offense here from Trick and Javon. Obviously, Trick trying to potentially mentor Javon, give him some guidance here in IPW. As, realistically speaking, he could be potentially pushing Javon towards a title shot against Jacob Fatu. We don't know. But one thing's for sure, this team needs to be on the same page here tonight. This mentorship could be very impactful for everyone involved, really. Maybe we see a partnership here from Braun Breaker and Shawn Spears if they do win this. We don't know yet. Everything and anything can happen here in IPW. As Spears has Trick up, sit out powerbomb there. Connecting effectively with that maneuver. Finally, Braun Breaker entering the match for the first time. Double axe handle to the hand of Trick Williams. Connecting. Frankensteiner from Breaker. Into the pin he goes. Quick count gets broken up by Javon. As a roll-up attempt here from Trick, trying to steal the victory. Not even a one count, but these two certainly have met before. Back down in NXT. I'm almost certain they must have had a title match in NXT 2.0. Javon now legal for the team against Shawn Spears. Springboard off the turnbuckle. Landing that moonsault. Effective offense. Gets a one count. Spears, though, Not going to stay down for long. Gets banged to his feet, but is immediately caught and thrown into Trick and Javon's corner. I'm just thinking of names for this tag team, by the way. A Trick Bounce could be a cool name. Bouncy Trick. Whoop that bounce. I don't know. I'm really drawing on fumes here as this tag team match well underway here. Javon working over. Spears is right knee and leg. Trick potentially looking to continue it, but Spears, a veteran of the game, training new recruits up. And now, obviously, very much an effective wrestler in the prime years of his career. Wise to the offense. Coming from his opponent, but he's in the drop zone right now. Gets back to his feet, but a double axe handle is there to greet him once he's back on his two legs. And now, Trick Williams in control, working over Spears here. Has him hooked up, gut wrench position. Through into the power slam. Planting Sean Spears, who could potentially make a tag out. Javon actually tries to break it up, but the badass dog Bron Breakker, now legal. Irish whip reverse. Catches that super kick. Now just sweeping the leg out from underneath Javon. And he is trapped, middle of the ring. Single leg Boston Crab. Manages to pick the ankle. And catches him. Crossface applied. Breakker manages to fight out of it. Back to his feet. Both these men trading submission holds. But Breakker quicker to the punch. Connecting with the Frankensteiner. And the straps come down. Breakker taunting in his opponent's corner. And now uncorking shots on Trick. Tossing him into the ring. Javon now back in the match. Could potentially be in the drop zone. Big time elbow drop connects. Javon in trouble. One. Big time kick out there. Breakker setting him up though to crush his ribs. Just cuts him in half with that spear. And that could almost certainly be it. Breakker unable to pick up the victory thanks to Trick Williams' interference protecting his potential protege. But Sean Spears now legal and looking for victory. Javon fights back. Gets the Hurricane Rana. And tags out wisely to Trick Williams. Spears gets back to his feet. Rolling over, misses that slingshot senton. Instead gets a bulldog to actually work for him. Both teams realistically trying to uncork some big shots here. I think Spears and Breakker with that back drop are in the driver's position. It's Breakker delivering a running lariat. Just taking Trick down on the outside. Punch to the face. That was gruesome. Fight continuing here on the outside. I thought potentially that would have been a trick shot. A referee issuing a 7 count here. Make it an 8. Neither man back in the ring just yet. 9 count. Trick could be counted out. Manages to get back in the nick of time, but that's a spinning heel kick. Caught and avoided by Breaker, who's now looking to cut Trick in half. Delivering a spear. Game ender. If it weren't for the fact Javon Evans still on that apron, breaks that pin up. Trick has Breaker up and down. That inverted suplex. And now sets him up. Swinging neck breaker. Planting Breaker middle of the ring. Breaker hasn't really been punished at all in this match. Realistically speaking, apart from the fact he used 2 spears, he is as fresh as anything. And Trick unable to pick up victory just yet. Breaker looking to continue the onslaught against his opponents. This match realistically has been all Breaker and Spears. Javon and Trick not on the same page fully just yet. And it's showing. As Javon, I don't know what he's looking for. Springboard into the clothesline. And now he's heading up top, but Breaker's already tagged out. So you can't capitalize on a wounded dog. Instead, you're caught by Spears. Manages not to deliver the maneuver because Javon gets out of it. Now trading with Sean. Has him in the ropes. Choking him across that top rope as well. Into the RKO-esque maneuver. It's from out of nowhere. But something that's not from out of nowhere is Braun Breaker breaking that pin up. Seated neck breaker there by Javon. Gets a bit spinny with it. Because this boy's bouncy. He's gonna almost pick up the victory. I was about to say game, set, and match in favor of Javon and Trick. But as I said, Braun's been the one that's really not been punished in this match. But Spears, he's taken some big maneuvers. He could potentially take another Frankensteiner from Javon, who's heading back into the turnbuckles, gets a bit spinny with it. Into the pin he goes. 1, 2, 3. Like it or not, they found a way to pick up victory. Here did Javon and Trick Williams. As a whole, there wasn't really any dominance. There's certainly a lot to learn for tag team competition. But after obviously earlier the AOP picking up victory in tag team competition, potentially we could be seeing Javon and Trick Williams take them on in tag team action. Maybe on Breakdown, who knows? maybe we do have some number one contender matches other than our women's Division 1. Only time will tell how that will shape up. But tonight, we saw Javon Evans get a bit spinny with it. Get a bit bouncy as well. 2 spin cycles. Ended this match. And Spears fell short for his team. We'll see how it goes. As a united effort, certainly being shown here in the celebration by Trick and Javon. See if that will continue on as we head into our next matchup. Well, after that big time matchup to kick off the show, we move into the tag team division. As we've got the final testament here tonight. More specifically, the AOP.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Scarlett at a combined weight of 620 pounds. Anchor and result of Final Testament.
The Authors of Pain also joined by Karrion Kross and Paul Ellering. This team, powerful, dominant when they get rolling. And tonight, in this matchup, bringing such an epic viciousness, their opponent will not know what hits them. But who are their opponents? Well, it's only Legado della Fantasma. Legado.
Accompanied by Elektra Lopez at a combined weight of 403 pounds. Angel and Berto, Legado del Fantasma.
An interesting combination of speed and cockiness. Legado del Fantasma used to be a combined unit of LWO members. Now Berto and Garza, the cousins, aligned together as this new faction of Legado del Fantasma. Obviously, a unique setup, a new look, and we're underway with this tag team matchup. Akam starts the matchup off against Berto, but for not long, as Razor now legal. STO, side Russian leg sweep and lariat combination there from AOP. The Authors of Pain. It's interesting. Where has Paul Ellering and Karrion Kross gone to? They've just done an AEW manager entrance there, it seems. As Scarlett, the only one staying out for the team. Regardless of that fact, AOP still on the roll here in the early goings. Obviously, we've seen them competing here in IPW before in a winning effort against the Street Profits last week. Tonight, I'd say slightly easier opponents for them. Berto, Garza aren't that same championship winning team that the Street Profits are. AOP, though, are former NXT Tag Champs. Very dominant in their reign. Very hard to beat as well. Very low amount of losses in their career as a tag team. It's only realistically been big time match wins, as right now Elektra Lopez getting on the apron, getting involved, but it doesn't really matter too much because it has paid off that distraction to allow for the tag in of Garza, who's already beginning his springboard offensive maneuvers. Big time power slam there from Ray Azar, who's legal for the AOP. Akam watching on from the apron. Re-entering the match is Akam now, up against Angel Garza. Scarlett finally getting involved in this match, removing the turnbuckle. The referee actually gonna quickly step in, reattach it, see if that causes any form of cheaty doodly from either team. Does not, as the referee quickly puts the turnbuckle back on. As now, Legado del Fantasma looking to send Berto flying. Nice crossbody into a springboard moonsault. Berto tagging out now. As Garza now legal. Quick fire tags here from Legado del Fantasma. As the tag team division obviously was shaping up ready for Crush with the big time fatal 4-ways we've been seeing on Breakdown. Obviously, last Thursday's show we saw Joe Coffey picking up a big time victory as Berto beckoning. He comes to his feet, lands the massive thwapping super kick, but allows for the tag out. And Razor looking to capitalize with that short arm clothesline. Now working over the arm of Berto, or Humberto, as he used to be called. Runs the rope, big time boot connecting, just scraping the face there. Is Razor with that offense. Now to a crossface, trying to just choke Berto out. Not an official submission check there. But that's a big time spine buster. Planting Berto. He's close to the ropes. But for how much longer as choke slam position goes Berto. And he's planted down on the map and the referee's distracted. Which allows for Garza to get in and break up that pinfall attempt. Akam now legal for his team. AOP unrelenting in destroying Berto here as they're just tossing him around this ring. Akam, you have to feel maybe looking to finish this. All offers of pain, but that's a roll-up attempt. Could we see a victory stolen away here? Akam able to get out of it. Irish whip reversal there by Akam, who surprisingly continued to allow Humberto to enter his own corner. Regardless of that fact, he is still dominating. Pinfall attempt here. Humberto in danger and absolutely destroyed as the AOP pick up a big victory. And this match was very much systematic destruction of Humberto here, as this tag team offense continued to brutalize him. The stomp in particular, driving through the heart. The damage potent. Yet again, another side Russian leg sweep combo. Garza, though, did set up some good offense when he was legal, as that nice slingshot crossbody and then moonsault combo, very effective. But in the end, once this spine buster and then choke slam combination came through from Rezar, AOP had this in the bag. If it weren't for the fact that Electra Lopez got involved, distracted our referee, this match would have been over and done with then and there. But results still the same.
Here are your winners, Ankle and result, the Final Testament.
AOP pick up a victory, and Paul Ellering and Karrion Kross can appear from out of nowhere to confirm victory for the Final Testament. Well, that's certainly a song I've not heard before here in IPW. Nor have we seen this man.
The following is a triple threat match. Making his way to the ring from Redburn, Alabama, weighing in at 243 pounds, Brooks Jensen.
Son of Bull Dempsey, Brooks Jensen, coming out to the ring for his IPW debut. And well, let's be honest, he's been thrown into kind of the meat grinder here tonight. His opponents, both on warpaths, some may say. One looking to reclaim gold, the other on the conquest for championships. And well, this man is a former television champion. Reclaiming of the title is something he wishes to do. Shinsuke Nakamura has to earn that shot against someone he's never faced before.
And his opponents, first from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Tonight is not an easy night for Nakamura. When you say Brooks Jensen is the first opponent, you think, okay, the field's been stacked in favor of Shinsuke. But when you find out the third man in this match, you'll know this is no easy game for the former Intercontinental Champion. Hell, the former IPW television champ. This man has done a lot in his tenure. And in his return match to IPW, it's been a while since we've actually seen him competing. Tonight, looking to make a statement, looking to show why he should be in the title hunt. It's Nakamura readies himself for action. But one man we know is ready is the third man in this matchup. The lights go out. And the crowd starts to go woo. As Obafemi begins his march to the ring.
And from Lagos, Nigeria, weighing in at 273 pounds, Obafemi.
The ruler on a conquest towards gold. A collision course with Jacob Fatu could be an end result that we do see in the near future. And that is certainly a matchup I definitely would pay to see in real life, let's be honest. But for now, we have to make do with what we've got. These dream matches can continue to roll out. Obafemi, dominant in action. Actually suffered a loss to another big man literally last week against Rikishi. But tonight, two other opponents he can potentially dominate as we're underway this triple threat match. And he's immediately the focus of Shinsuke Nakamura, who's trying to take charge in the early goings. Remember, to win this match, you must be the person to score pinfall or victory over one of your opponents. No DQ, no countouts. No nothing in this one. And we've discussed before about triple threat matches and fatal four-ways. You kind of want to be the man watching on. Not from the floor or the canvas, laying flat on the canvas. You want to be the guy allowing your opponents to just decimate each other without realistically much involvement, so you can kind of pick up the pieces of the action, as Nakamura has been doing so far in this match. And this is something that we are seeing, is Nakamura has been very much the most active in this bout. But things like this, where Obafemi tries to steal the victory with a roll-up, does not come to fruition, though, as the ruler now begins, begins his onslaught in this match. Avoids Shinsuke's offense in the corner, but is caught with this combo into the double underhook suplex. The arms were trapped for that one. And the ruler, you don't really expect Oba to be tossed around. You usually expect him to be the one powering through his opponents. But right now, Nakamura's been realistically the best showing in this match. Gets caught here, though, by Brooks Jensen, who's not really been able to do anything in this. He's been kind of destroyed by his opponents, but Oba's taking the opportunity to grab a nice wooden stick to crack across the skull of his opponents. Unfortunately for Oba, Brooks Jensen's quicker to the punch. Neutralizer connecting. Oba's planted in the middle of the ring. The ruler in danger. But Nakamura not targeting him into the pin. He goes, Brooks kicking out before one. And now that's given time for Obafemi to get into this match. One for the fact that that's a spinning solo from Brooks Jensen. He just does everyone's moves, doesn't he? Regardless of the fact, he's finding an avenue back in. But it's caught by Nakamura, Now Obafemi has Nakamura in his sights, looking to unleash some ferocity. Ferocity? Whatever it is, he's looking to unleash it. And he's looking to do it with some vigor. The only problem is, his only opponent isn't just Brooks Jensen. The former IPW television champion Shinsuke Nakamura still in this one and is looking for a kill shot. Knee in the corner, dropping Brooks. Kendo stick thrown, missing wildly. Doesn't really matter as Nakamura targeting Oba. Ruler not really been hit with much offense just yet, but Brooks Jensen spiking Nakamura with that DDT. Thinks he's got him. 1, 2. Not even a 2 count because Obafemi getting involved, breaks it up. Potentially was looking for that powerbomb. But fall short. Brooks evades it. He does, however, not evade that clubbing blow to the back. Pinfall attempt. Almost cements victory for Obafemi. Only gets a 2 as Nakamura watching on. The twitch in his knee being shown. And steals a pinfall attempt. Using the ropes. Unable to get it. It's Oba now. I think he's playing along with Nakamura's game. Shinsuke missed. Tries to catch Obafemi. It's that missed. Bought space for the Kinshasa. And the pinfall attempt 1. Brooks Jensen quickly in to keep the match alive for himself. But he's now caught in powerbomb position. Swirlied. Nakamura unrelenting. Nice STO there. Oba rolling out. This is not good for him as the kendo stick being utilized. Brutalizing the face of Brooks Jensen. But he somehow kicks out. I'm surprised this match is still going on. Brooks Jensen, baseball bat I thought would have just knocked Nakamura off that top rope. Instead, he's now in the ruler's grasp. Just airplane span and yeeted across the ring. Obafemi tossing people for days. Now with a baseball bat. Don't mind. Bat's dropped. Now Brooks Jensen. Pop up into that fist shot. Speaking of pop-ups, there's just a choke slam from Obafemi. Want to make it a second. Nakamura wisely rolls through, evades it. Jensen catching Shinsuke's offense now. Shinsuke's been very quick to his feet after every maneuver. DDT plants him though this time. I don't think he's getting up that quick now. And Brooks Jensen looking for victory. 2 count. Only the max he can attain off of that one. 2 of them DDTs utilized in this one from Jensen. But not even a victory just yet, as neither combatant against him has really been phased by Brooks Jensen. Pinfall attempt now from Oba as he tossed Brooks across the ring. Quite an easy kick out for Jensen here. He's not really been pushed too much, bar the odd maneuvers like finishers. Let's be honest, he's kind of had a bit of time to recuperate. Between each inning, is Oba and Shinsuke have kind of been targeting each other. And everyone's just been targeting Brooks Jensen, so when it's them two facing off, he's kind of been okay. Tries to drop the elbow. Full short, and now Oba. Kick to the stomach. Second into the lariat. Kinshasa from Nakamura from out of nowhere. Obafemi taunting. And it's gonna be costly. He's busted open. As Nakamura looked for victory. Half and half T-bone suplex. Nakamura, though, he's caught by Jensen. But the ruler has his target launched across the ring. Drops the elbow. Now Nakamura, he's walked into the bad situation as a weapon-wielding Nigerian ruler gets Kinshasa. That kendo stick will do you no favors, and Nakamura secures the victory. We saw a vicious battle where Brooks Jensen was the fall guy, it felt. But somehow, a couple of Kinshasas delivered a deadly ending. This neutralizer planting Obafemi. It staggered the big man. But in the end, Nakamura knew when to pick his target. Knew he needed big offense to win this one. And he picked his moment to the best of his ability. Jensen yeeted and out of it. Thanks to a kendo stick shot. So a Kinshasa crowning the ruler to pick up victory for Nakamura.
Here is your winner, Shinsuke Nakamura.
And what a good way to return and pick up steam from where you left off. Former champion has his eyes set on gold once more. As we move into our next bout. From a brutal affair to a former champion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
The former undisputed world heavyweight champ, Shawn Michaels, in action tonight with a bit of a different look. That priestly vibe, that Heaven's no longer in his moniker as his entrance is the good old Heartbreak Kid that was in the apex of his career. Now looking to find form, a bounce back after losing to Ospreay. Tonight, his opponent, I would say, is not any easier than the current champ. As, well, the OTC appears on the Titantron. The music significantly implies the head of the table is coming. Roman Reigns, a man on a mission to sit atop of IPW.
And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Roman Reigns.
And while Paul Heyman almost certainly getting blasted by his pyro, head of the table for once is entering a singles match with backup. It's been a while since Paul Heyman. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is his debut in IPW alongside his tribal chief, Roman, looking as confident as always for a big time matchup. The former champ has not really seen much action, bar, I believe, a tag team match. As it stands, Michaels is ready for war, and as is the tribal chief. He enters the ring at his own tempo, as the crowd's already thrown the wands up in the air. We know there needs to be some pyro to round out his entrance. Oh, never mind. Roman's feeling like saving the IPW budget for once. Regardless of that, we're ready for our co-main event. Michaels, Reigns. And we're underway already here as Michaels gets reversed as they begin to trade positions. Waistlock applied. Roman rolls up Michaels into the pin. He goes. Quick kick out there. Ref out of position, obviously, for it. Springboard moonsault attempted. Falls short is Michaels. You have to feel in the early goings, Michaels is obviously a very potent stamina machine, a workhorse of matches. Reigns is not. He's explosive. When he wants to strike, he will strike. And as it stands, he's striking pretty hard here against Michaels. As Paul Heyman already paying dividends here for his tribal chief. Throwing in a weapon. Referee quick to throw it out the ring, which is good. Not allowing it to pay dividends. But that's something Heyman's trying to do. Is pay dividends for his tribal chief. The wise man, known for always being in Roman's corner, always has a trick up his sleeve. As it stands, Roman has been very much on top of Michaels. But obviously very early on into this match, Michaels can and will turn up the tempo when he chooses to do so. The former champ gets his feet clobbered in the corner. Roman potentially thinking Superman punch. Caught, Michaels hip tosses in. Now dropping the elbow. Potentially thought a spear was coming or a Superman punch. But Michaels' springboard offense goes for the pin. Our referee not even going to try to check it. I'm intrigued what she is doing. Maybe Heyman has removed the turnbuckle. Or she's being distracted. Certainly something the tribal chief has ordered Heyman to do may have been utilized there. Official in the way now as a Superman punch connects. Roman into the cover. 1, 2. Big kick out there from Michaels. Roman is calling for the falls short with the spear. Former champ now uncorking some big strikes. Heading up top. Elbow drop falls short. Neither man connecting with big maneuvers. But the OTC, he can capitalize. That's the sweet chin music. 1, 2. Almost certainly a surprise victory. I was not expecting that maneuver in that position, but Michaels knows how to make people shocked, stunned, in awe of his offense. Drops the fist. That's like a 5-knuckle shuffle without the shuffle. And that is a double axe handle. The OTC now caught by Michaels, locking in the figure 4 leg lock. Breaks the hold as referee reattaching our top turnbuckle here. Paul Heyman certainly is being a annoying goose. Getting involved every step of the way. Speaking of getting involved, tilt the world slam from Roman. Now could be calling for the end. Which man is willing to give an edge to the other? Trading shot for shot, or trying to trade shot for shot. Michaels lands the drop kick, but he's currently distracted by Heyman, who's basically like, "What are you doing?" And Michaels, that distraction, costly. Caught by Roman. Power slam position. Plants him. Pinfall attempt by the OTC. Almost picks up victory. Irish whip. Superman punch. The tribal chief sensing tribal dominance and the kingdom slowly becoming his. Spear! Drops the champ. The former champ, I should say. 1, 2. How did Michaels kick out? I'm pretty sure the ref woke him up by slapping his face on the pinfall count. Michaels into the cover here. He's woken up. And that could be enough to put Roman to sleep. Electric chair drop. Such a difficult position to deal with. But Michaels is tuning up the band. Thwap goes the super kick. The sweet chinned Music almost secures victory for the showstopper. Neither man willing to submit for the other's finisher. But Michaels still has energy in the tank to drop the elbow. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. The head of the table falling short here to the former champion. And Michaels, he kind of survived this one. The offense Roman put off onto him was unrelenting. But a couple of well-timed sweet chin musics and an elbow drop secured victory for the Heartbreak Kid. Whether you like it or not, even with Heyman's influence, Roman can't get it done against the main event talent. He's fallen short to the current champ, and now the former champ. What does he have to do to get to the top of the division? Who does he have to beat to earn a title shot? Certainly, he's not been able to do so, as this sweet chin music almost to me felt like the end. But when you kick out and then see the elbow drop from Michaels, you're well and truly done for it. Michaels picks up a victory.
Here is your winner, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Overall, a great match as we enter finally our main event. Who will be in the breakdown main event as well? I'll have to find out to move into that matchup. And that main event is an 8-woman battle royale where the former television champion is going to be competing. Dakota Kai, fresh off of losing the belt to Roxanne Perez.
The following is an 8-woman battle royal. Making her way to the ring, representing Damage Control from Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota Kai.
Potentially looking to climb up that pecking order even more. A shot at the top belt in the women's division on the line here. Dakota, solid in her game. She's beaten Beth Phoenix. She's beaten so many other women in this division that could be considered top talent. Speaking of top talent,
And from Baltimore, Maryland, Stacy Keibler.
it's the woman with the legs. Hall of Famer, legend Stacy Keibler making her way to the ring for this match. Certainly an interesting show for Hall of Famers and legends competing in battle royales. Michelle McCool earlier, Stacy Keibler here for the main event. What has IPW management done to get such talent to compete here tonight? Whatever it was, it's certainly a treat for the viewers to see these amazing women compete. Speaking of amazing women, it's a role model. Bayley setting out to compete here.
From San Jose, California, Bayley.
A interesting field of combatants already shaping up here. Dakota Kai, Bayley. History between these two women. As Bayley, I believe, getting her probably biggest matchup in IPW to date. It certainly feels like it. We don't typically see her often on the shows. The role model wants a shot at Henley. And who can blame her? Everyone wants the top gold in the division. So this being the only way for Crush is a nice match to be featured in. Speaking of being featured, let's bring some fashion.
From Sioux City, Iowa,
Kiana James out here to compete. Picked up victory in her debut. The show after Turmoil. Tonight, well, she's gotten a shot. She's given the opportunity to prove that it wasn't a fluke victory in her debut. And as a whole, I can't wait to see what she can do against a very stacked field. As it's time to feel the glow with the worst theme possible.
And from Orlando, Florida,
Naomi bringing the energy as always. But let's be honest, we saw her compete against AJ Lee and picked up victory in that one. IPW management wanting to see if that one was also a fluke. Because don't forget, AJ Lee picked up a big victory in her debut matchup. And that kind of led us into this, where AJ is not in this. Instead, it is Naomi. But as we say, what needs to happen is one of these two teams, or one of these 8 women competing next week, this weekend at Crush, but also on Breakdown for that number 1 the contenders singles match in the main event. This field is getting more vicious as the Queen makes her way to the ring.
and from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
Pedigree, flawlessness, and royalty. Flair has it all. The only thing she's missing, though, is gold around the waist. There's Charlotte Flair. She wants it. She knows she can earn it. But to get into the ring with the champion, The field of combatants is difficult. And then to face Jade Cargill on Breakdown. No easy footings there either. Referee forced to take the jacket off the Queen. But let's be honest, with her history, with her accolades, it's warranted. As we ready for action. Field stacked. But why not add another damage control member to the mix? Kairi Sane.
Representing Damage Control from Yamaguchi, Japan, Kairi Sane.
A woman who seems to show up when needed and puts on a show. This matchup, I would say, is unfavorable to the Sky Pirate, but nothing seems to be favorable for Kairi. Always the underdog, never the bridesmaid. But in a matchup like this, where such big talent is filled with egos, they could potentially get in the way. And Kairi, a potential outsider in this match, could sneak a victory. We'll have to wait and see as one final woman makes her way to the ring. And this is, without a doubt, I would say, bar Kiana James, the biggest underdog. We get a little bit toxic in here.
From Atlanta, Georgia, Gigi Dolan.
And who can blame us? Gigi Dolan makes her way to the ring, and this is certainly interesting addition to the match. Obviously aligned with the resolution holder. If Gigi perhaps won this Battle Royale and then somehow defeated Cargill, she would be getting a match with potential ally, potential friend turned foe, Fallon Henley at Crush Crush Crush. And with obviously the alliance with Mandy Rose, potentially speaking, a Toxic Attraction double act could take place at Crush Crush Crush. Regardless of that fact or potential outcome, this Battle Royale well and truly underway. We're seeing potential matchups here. Kai and Kairi not working together just yet. Kind of been separated. As Gigi takes on Naomi, and Stacy Keibler could have been eliminated there. Thrown to the outside, backdrop suplex from Kiana James. Versus Queen in trouble. Fights her way back into the ring. Kiana keeping the pressure up. Doing well here against Charlotte Flair. Obviously, we know our underdogs in this match are Kiana, Dolan. Well,
James has been eliminated.
she gone. As I was about to say her name. We obviously know our underdogs left is Kyrie, Kai, and Dolan. Five front runners. Flair, Naomi, Keibler, and Bayley. Everyone else kind of feels second in this one. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride for some of these women. Which is why IPW management gave them this opportunity. Obviously, Kiana was one of them bridesmaids. Never given a shot, some may say. That was a nice kick there from Kai. Side Russian leg sweep there. And Naomi's been busted open. This is our main event tonight. Keibler in trouble. Fights back. Gets back in the ring. Alabama slam from Kyrie. You don't normally expect that from her. Especially against a larger opponent in Bayley. Can you imagine if she did that to Keibler? Stacy Keibler, the long legs. She'd be practically touching the floor of her body. Nice super kick there from Keibler. Drops Kyrie. As it stands, the only elimination, Kiana James. We're seeing Kai and Flair targeting each other. Dolan and Bayley. And Dolan skins the cat to get back in. Belly to Bayley to belly connecting. Dolan surprisingly not thrown out the ring just yet as Keibler delivering that spinning heel kick. And
Dakota Kai has been eliminated.
Unfortunate. The former television champion looking to go up in her career. Eliminated by Flair. We're down 2-6. Naomi Bayley allies as well. There's a rear view. Naomi in trouble right now. Fights back into the ring. Bayley now in trouble. Still hanging on. Those two know each other very well. Kyrie tries to roll through Flair, but gets caught. Slaps. GG driver. Dropping Keibler. That could be an elimination. He will not targeted. Instead, gets to sit in the corner. Recuperating. The offense she's felt potent. Wasteland by Flair. And there's a rose plant. Kai trying to eliminate Stacy Keibler. Throws her out. And Naomi's gone as well. The final four. Gigi Dolan, Kairi Sane, Charlotte Flair, who's just been tossed with that half-and-half suplex, and Bayley to round out that field. Two people I'd say are interesting winners. The other two expected to win this sort of match. Spear connects from Flair. Dolan could be in trouble. Irish whipped out of the ring, and she is gone. We're slowly itching towards our final two. Four horsewomen. Bayley and Charlotte Flair still in this match. Only one of them can win. If it isn't Kairi Sane, who is eliminated next. Well, is eliminated next. Kairi skins the cat, but it's gone. And we're gonna get either Bayley and Jade Cargill and Charlotte Flair and Jade Cargill at this stage. The Four Horsewomen not done too badly tonight as the Bayley to Belly connects. To the second rope goes Bayley, tries to drop the axe handle. Falls short as Flair into that neck breaker. The slap across the neck into natural selection. Unleashing some anger, some hatred towards Bayley, who's gone. Flair picks up a big victory and will face Jade Cargill at Breakdown this Thursday. That was an impressive Alabama slam by Kairi there. Bayley to Belly, also effective. We saw that towards the end of the match, but it didn't amount to victory for the role model. Instead, what ended up happening was some surprise eliminations. But this Bayley to Belly almost was it. But Flair, after a natural selection, yeeting Bayley out. Bloodied and bruised, Flair one step closer to championship gold. Thank you for joining me tonight on Primetime. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you on Thursday for Breakdown.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss that stack, taking big swings.